B-O-G. Boom! Okay, that's my tattoo. Because today we have to talk about this, the BENU tattoo. And I'm afraid that I am rather vanilla and I have no tattoo, so now I do. Anyway, this pen was sent to me by BENU. It's a new pen in their lineup, the tattoo. They come in a couple of different colors, and I really like the yellow. I thought it was quite appealing. They're full of symbolism, based largely on sailors' tattoos, and I'll cover the details. I'll do a writing sample. I'll tell you what I like about it and what I don't like about it. So, let's get started. Okay, here we go with the BENU tattoo. I like the BENU packaging. It's very simple and functional. You get this little paper sleeve for the pen. You get a little information sheet on how to use the pen, how to take care of it, and then you get some fire starting material. Okay, the pen. Here we go. I shall zoom in for you. Here's the pen right next to a Lamy Safari, which you can see the BENU is a little girthier, right? Not necessarily a whole lot longer. I think they're kind of similar in size in that regard. Okay, let's look at the features of the pen. Now, one thing I would like to point out is there is a lot of symbolism in it. The pen is based on, or the decorations of the pen are based on sort of famous tattoos from sailors traveling all over the world, etc. So all of these pens in this series have guns. There's a sun, there's a nautical star, there's a wind rose, there's a snake, there's a skull, there's a swallow, there's a rose, there's dice, there's a ribbon with the BENU logo on it, and there's fire and flame. And all of those things have symbolic meaning. Now, because I don't want this to be an hour-long video, I don't really want to go into the symbolism of each tattoo object on here. I'll just quickly show it to you, and you can look that up if you find that really interesting. So at the top, the finial of the cap, you have this nice swallow, which reminded me a lot of the matchstick logo. Anyway, but that's just me. Then we have some stars here. We have the dice, and we have another two stars. We have the clip. One thing I really like about the clip is the design. You can actually operate the clip by pushing here, which I've always loved that. I think it's a very nice design. Then we have Guns and Roses, right? Nautical star, compass. We have the sun, right? We have the scroll with BENU and a little band right there. Then we have another rose. We have a skull. We have a snake, which is quite cool looking. And here we have flames. So there's a lot going on, and finally here at the bottom we have stars again. So if I just rotate this in such a way that hopefully you can see the whole pen, there's a lot going on. And I think it's quite cool, because I think BENU managed to do this in such a way that it's not too much, because especially, it's a little hard to show you that in this video, but from a distance, it looks cool without, in my mind, being too much. So I really like that. I also very much like the size of this pen. They've done a good job, and I like the overall shape. Notice how the cap is quite fat, the barrel gets a little thinner, and then here at the end it gets even thinner. That three-step process is kind of nice, and for some reason it reminds me of a peg leg. And with the sort of nautical tattoo theme, I thought that was kind of cool. I don't know if it was intentional, but that was just my association. Okay, so we have all of this going on, and in there, of course, is a pen. So you unscrew the section, and you get a number 6 nib, which is quite nice. Schmidt nib, unbranded, but it is a number 6 Schmidt nib in this case, fine. You have a nice section, tapers down a bit, flares out a little bit. We have threads here which are not at all sharp. I really like the way they did that. And then we have some tapering here. The pen is fed by cartridges or a converter. It is supplied with a converter. I'm pretty sure you can put in a cartridge and put one cartridge in the back of the barrel as a spare, which would be quite nice. And I think this is a very nice size of pen. Now this barrel clearly made for posting. When you do, that's a big pen. It's rather large. Let me zoom out a little bit. It's big, definitely big. I think that's very nice. I also think it is quite comfortable when posted, but of course that will be different for everyone. So let's see how the pen writes. Comfortable posted, but that's a big cap, and at some point that will get top heavy for sure. So here we have the tattoo. We have a fine steel nib, and the ink is Waterman Havana. Just because I don't want to hit the tripod and make a noise, I'm going to unpost it. Smooth, bit of feedback, no scratchiness, but overall I find it pleasant, a pleasant writer. Very fast writing, and as you can see the nib and feed keep up very well. It is a plastic feed. It keeps up very well with very, very fast writing, which I don't think anyone would really do. Not super wet, but in my mind, nicely tuned. Okay, it is not a flex nib. You can get a tiny bit of line variation out, but obviously I wouldn't push this too hard. Okay, reverse writing doesn't really work. Nib gets very scratchy, doesn't really seem to like it. I think I just caught some paper fibers there and now it starts to roll a bit, but this is not a nib to write upside down with. Okay, so let's see what I like about it and what I don't like about it. BENU tattoo. What do I like about it? What do I not like about it? I think there are some cool features here. I think it's a very cool pen, I'll be honest. I wasn't sure what to think when I saw it for the first time. I just didn't know. I thought when I saw the pictures, well, this can go one of two ways. It can look really cool or it can look really weird. I think it turned out really cool. I think all the symbolism on it is really quite nice. I really like that. Bigger pen, number 6 nib, so it looks like it's all in proportion. I really do like that. I like the fact that it's a somewhat bigger pen. Some of the BENUs, I mean, here I have the Minima. It's nice, but it doesn't post, and for me that's really pushing it as to how long I can use it. Whereas this is a nice size, unposted. Posted it becomes very big, but it feels very robust because of that, which I think is very nice. It comes with a converter, so that's cool. The packaging is simple, but I don't really care about the packaging, I care about the pen. I think it's nice. I think it's a nice size, comfortable pen, a lot of fun to use. The one thing is they're not cheap. These come in at $190 US, at least that is the MSRP. And they've just been launched, and I don't even think you can buy them. I was just sent one. So when I'm shooting this, as I'm shooting this, I don't think you can buy them yet. I wouldn't be surprised if the street price will be a little lower, but $190 for steel nib, not rebranded. Yeah, I think that may be pushing it a little bit. On the other hand, it is a cool pen, and I do really like it. So there you have it. You have to make up your own mind whether that would be worth it for you. I think it's quite neat, and I think that if you're a tattoo freak, which you know, then this would really be pretty cool for you because of everything that's on there, because of the symbolism behind every symbol on it. I think it's really quite cool. So there you have it. A very kind thank you to Kate from BENU for sending me this pen. I really appreciate it. I hope this was useful, and I'll gladly see you later. Bye bye.